One Piece has been absolutely good since we've left Wano. Now, I'm not hating on Wano. Wano was really good. In my opinion, I have it as a top 3 arc. But I am enjoying Egghead Island a lot more because it seems we are going to get a lot of interactions here that are just fun to read. Wano was fun in terms of the fighting and everything else, but these interactions like with Bonnie, Chopper, Luffy eating food, you have Frankie being a fanboy, it's something that we've needed for a long time. We needed these things, and don't get me started with Blackbeard and Law, but we'll get into that. So first of all, I want to talk about chapter 1063. The interactions between Bonnie and Luffy are amazing. I am enjoying watching these two characters because I've always said for a very long time that I see Bonnie as a female version of Luffy, just a little bit more serious, which is understandable because she's actually a princess. I thought that for a second. I thought, wow, we're actually getting an arc without a princess. Then I realized, oh shit, Bonnie is a princess, and it's like, oh, Oda's keeping up with the whole princess thing. Despite how I'm feeling about Egghead Island, the design is good, but the clothes, no, hell no. Oda, no. I'm not a fan of the new style, the new fashion sense. Some people do, but I don't like it at all. I don't like it. Something that obviously will have to happen is Bonnie will at some point have to deal with her emotions, because that's not the real Kuma that she sees. I do understand, to be honest, why she feels that way, because she probably hasn't seen her father in years, and there's clones of, like, it's actually crazy. So we will most likely learn about all of that stuff. I like how Oda just shows her emotion, like when she saw the pacifista, when Luffy wanted to attack the pacifista. I love that. Oda always portrays emotion well in most cases, but I think Bonnie being in this arc is actually a good thing. I'm hoping Uruj comes into this arc later on, because in chapter 1064 we did see that there is Sky Island theme in somewhere there in Egghead Island. So I wonder if Uruj might pop up or something like that. I don't know, but I would like Uruj to at some point be involved in the story, because we haven't heard of Uruj since he beat Snack, and it's crazy. It's actually crazy because we've seen every supernova do something besides Uruj. So moving on to the part that got everybody crazy, Blackbeard versus Law in chapter 1063. So we learned that the Blackbeard pirates have been hunting for devil fruits. They have their devil fruits, yada yada. We knew this was gonna happen, but I must say, out of all those devil fruits, Van Auger's devil fruit has to be the most dangerous. He's a sniper and he can warp to any place. If he's able to do this with his bullets, Usopp, I don't know how Usopp is gonna win this fight. Usopp needs a power up in Egghead. A lot of them do, to be honest, including Nami, so we'll see what happens. But I saw the Blackbeard pirates and I was so gassed up. I was already thinking, damn, the Straw Hats versus the Blackbeard pirates is gonna be one of the most hype fights ever. But you know, Blackbeard, once the opponent lives, he will get the opponent lives, he will win the fight or the altercation or the conflict, whatever. But I don't think Law will die. I think Law will survive, and the reason why I think so is because we know that the eternal surgery thingy is still out there, right? I think Law at some point will use it. On who he will use it, I still believe that Lamy is alive. I truly still believe that Lamy is alive, because they never showed us Lamy die. Law went out the hospital started burning, he came back, and that's all he saw. We don't know what happened to Lamy, and I think that Lamy survived. She was able to slow down the process of the illness spreading throughout her body, but she hasn't truly cured it. And I think that Law will use this surgery to save his sister's life. I truly do. But that's another story for another day. And then we have 1064, my nigga Aokiji. My nigga Aokiji is back, man. I've been waiting for this. I mean, I'm also waiting for Fujitora, but I'm so glad that a lot of characters are getting screen time now. It's about time, Oda. It's about damn time. And when I mean screen time, I mean they actually did something. Like Aokiji got pudding with Van Auger, I would assume. It's not like Grimbu getting screen time, right? He pulls up to 1-1, does absolutely fuck all. So that's a different thing. Aokiji being there might actually make Blackbeard win the fight. Now the fight continues in this chapter. Yeah, y'all niggas thought that Oda wasn't going to continue the fight after 1063. Well, he fucking did. He continued. Y'all like underestimating Oda. Bro, this is the final saga, y'all. We are going to get a lot of information, a lot of fights. This is not Oda before final saga, bro, where he teases us, you know, a little, you know, dick tease. You know what I mean? No, this is not that. He actually is going to give us this fight. It's happening. Now, I don't know when it's gonna stop, but I do think in the next 10 chapters we will get get more of this Law and Blackbeard fight. I truly do. So the fight is happening. I think I still think the Hot Pirates are shit. I know that they showed out, but here's the thing, right? This whole sea fight they're having, it's gonna end very fast. And this is where Aokiji comes in. Aokiji can literally freeze the sea, the ocean, just like he did during Marineford. Honestly speaking, if Aokiji makes a move here, it's up for these niggas, bruh. Like, that's why I still think the Hot Pirates, they ass. Cause Aokiji, one move and it's up for them. All of them. Literally, like, I don't know how to feel about these niggas. I don't even know why Oda even gave us their names in the first place. We don't care, bro. Like, John Bart, oh my god, oh. Like, I don't even know what to say about all that. But despite them being weak, they are very well coordinated, and this kind of reminds me of Shanks' crew. Now, we know that Shanks' crew is strong, but they say they are the most balanced crew, and I think maybe Shanks might fight in a similar way, where each of his crewmates have roles to play, and that's what makes it hard to actually beat Shanks, because they all surrounding Shanks, they're all doing their jobs. And I think maybe the way that Law is fighting is the same way that maybe Shanks might also fight, which is kind of interesting when you think about it. Something that I did pick up in chapter 1064 is Van Arger trying to save Blackbeard and saying, yo, should we retreat? This kind of reminds me of Usopp. It's funny that both of their snipers, Luffy's sniper and Blackbeard's sniper, the first thing they think about every time when there's conflict is to get away from the conflict. Now, this is actually interesting because they might not be so different after all. We know that the Blackbeard pirates are a little bit different from the Straw Hats, but Arger and Usopp might be closer in terms of personality than we think. Now, obviously, Usopp is more of a coward than Van Arger is, but both of them, instantly when they see something, they want to back away. Maybe this is sniper's instinct or something, I don't know about it, but if Yasop does that, then I guess it is a sniper thing. Then we have the big dog, well, so-called big dog, Akainu, who still decides not to do anything. I don't even know why Oda gives us panels. Why does he... I don't even know why Oda gives us panels of Akainu just to tell us that he's not doing anything again. What's the point, bro? Like, Kizaru asked the whole of Wano, can I pull up to Wano? This nigga says no, and even now he doesn't want to do anything. Why are you giving us these panels? We know he's not going to do anything either way. We know this. Then there's Jinbei, who seems to know a lot about Kuma, the tyrant thing. I don't know where Jinbei gets his information from, first of all. The guy just knows everything. Like, do they even need Robin in the crew? Do they? Like, I don't even know anymore, right? Jinbei somehow always knows stuff about people. I don't know how, but he just knows. It's crazy, you know, it's actually crazy. Then we find out, I think Kuma, I think this was talking about Kuma when Bonnie was saying he's from a special race. I would like to assume he's speaking about Kuma. I think that Kuma is a Lunarian. Now, he could have taken out his wings in the same way that Enel, don't forget this, Enel is actually from the sky. He also had wings. He was a Birkin, but he removed his wings. So it's very possible to remove your wings in One Piece. So I think that Kuma might have done that. Not only that, right, but the mere fact that the Seraphim project was finished after Kuma was experimented on might suggest that Vegapunk used Kuma's DNA to finish the Lunarian part of the Seraphims. It's very possible and very likely that's what happened. Then the big part of 1064, Vegapunk and Dragon connections. Now, this is something that we've been talking about for a long time. The One Piece community have been talking about this for a while, and to be honest, I'm happy with this, because to have Vegapunk as a villain would have been odd in my opinion. Why would he make Kuma protect the Sunny? It's just weird, right? So I never saw Vegapunk like that. Now, there was a theory by Joe on Twitter, Joe 3 Skulls, I think that's his handle, talking about the pacifistas and the Seraphims or whatever turning on the world government. So it's like an Order 66 type of thing, you know. If you've watched Star Wars, you know what Order 66 is. The clones turn on the Jedi Order and all that stuff, right? And I think if this happens, right, if Vegapunk put in a system that allows Dragon to perform an Order 66 execution and the world government using their own weapons, sheesh, okay, that I've been wondering this whole time why Dragon has been making a move. To be honest, he's just waiting for the pieces to be in place. And if this Order 66 thing happens, bro, we gotta give Joe a hand, because wow, that's crazy. crazy. But those are my thoughts on the 2 chapters. I do think that this arc so far, it started brilliantly. Like, it sort of reminds me of Jaya in a way, where Jaya was an arc where we would get information, and then the next part of Jaya, basically, which was the Skypiea arc and all that, was basically built on the information we got in Jaya. So I think Egghead might serve something like that, like we get information here, and then the next island basically serves as a conclusion to the information we got in Egghead. I think it might be something like that. I hope it is, because I don't see much happening in Egghead besides receiving information. Now we might stop Rob Lucci and all that, but I still think Rob Lucci will turn on the world government. I think so, because in the recent chapters, like maybe 4 chapters ago, he didn't seem quite sure of why he should do this mission, and I truly think he might turn some character development there for Rob Lucci. I hope. I still think Stasi is sent to actually kill Lucci and Kaku. I truly do, but we'll see what happens, man. This is I don't know how to really feel about it, because the island is cool, the setup is really cool, the clothes, man. How do I feel about the whole Bonnie thing and Kuma thing? I don't truly know. I mean, yeah, it's sad, but I don't know, man. It just don't hit no more. Like the whole princess thing, oh, my dad needs to be saved thing. I'm tired of it, okay? I'm just tired of it. Oda, give us something new, please. I love your show. I love the series. It's my favorite manga. I think. I mean, I have been reading Vagabond and but yeah. Anyway, y'all, leave your thoughts. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one, man. This is Masquerade. Peace.